Coach Nicole, and today we are going to be talking about how to optimize your metabolism so you can maximize your weight loss and your ability to build muscle.
Listen to me as I slow it down. Can't tell yours if you want it. Enjoy the ride, 'cause those ups and those downs is what makes it worth it.
Now, if you are new here, like I said, I am Coach Nicole. I am the owner and head coach on Team GoldenGrit. I'm a pro bikini bodybuilder. I've been working in this field for over 8 years and have helped hundreds of people transform their bodies through losing weight and building muscle. Now, a huge thing that I take all of my clients through before we start a new program is a metabolic evaluation. And that's because where your metabolism is going to greatly affect how well you're gonna see progress. And the crazy thing is how the metabolism works, they don't teach that in school. They don't even really talk about it much on the internet, especially because there is so much skewed information out there. But if you can understand how you can tap into your metabolism to optimize your ability to lose weight and build muscle, and that is exactly what I'm going to be going over today. We're going to be talking about what is a metabolism, how do we lose weight, how do we build muscle, how can we fix a sluggish metabolism, reverse dieting, all of that jazz. Let's first start off by talking about metabolism in relationship to losing weight, because I feel like that's the majority of people's goals. So your metabolism is the amount of calories you can eat to maintain your body weight. So your body weight is staying the exact same. Now, the thing is, your metabolism isn't just a set in stone number. Like, you just don't get your genetics and they're blessed and be like, oh, your metabolism is going to be blank number for the rest of your life. No, your metabolism is more like a window. So it can move up and down throughout life. And that really depends on what your current diet is looking like. If you are chronically eating low calories, if you're always hopping on and off diets, if you are technically in a survival situation and you have troubles finding food, your metabolism can lower. And just like the opposite, if you are eating plenty of food and you are properly fueling your body, your metabolism can raise up. And the reason why our body's metabolism is more of a window is because of that survival aspect. If our metabolism would just stay in place and not move, we would be at a high risk for dying off. Now, obviously, it's 2024. Finding food for the majority of people is not an issue. But if you would think back to the caveman days, where we had to actually go out and hunt and find our food, there would be periods that we wouldn't be eating a whole bunch. And if our metabolism would stay up high, our bodies would be burning off too many calories and we would lose weight, and then we would be at a potential risk to not live. So when our body recognizes like, hey, I'm not getting in as much food as I should be, it will lower its metabolism to meet the amount of calories that you on average are getting in, and you're able to survive easier because you're not depending on having so much food. Now, where this comes into play for nowadays is the whole dieting thing. Because if you are, like I said earlier, chronically dieting or always undernourishing your body, you could be suppressing your metabolism and you don't even know it. So let's put that on hold for a little bit, and let's first talk about how our metabolism is in relationship to losing weight and gaining weight. So like I said, metabolism, the amount of calories you can eat to maintain your body weight. Now, if we eat way under our metabolism, we start to lose weight because we're in that calorie deficit. We're burning more calories than what we're taking in. Now, if we do the opposite, where we're eating way more than our metabolism, we are going to gain weight. That can either be body fat or that could be with muscle. Gaining purely muscle does have to do with nutrition, but it also has to do with your training intensity. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. So now we know, okay, if I want to lose weight, I need to eat below my metabolism. Awesome, cool. It's not that easy. I wish it was. And the reason why it's not that easy is because, like I was saying earlier, our metabolism can lower down if we're not consuming enough food. So let's say that we have been dieting for a really long time, or maybe you're just the type of person that you're not very hungry and you just don't eat a lot of food. If our metabolism is already lower, so let's say we're only eating 1,200 calories, and that's just normal for us. If we want to start losing weight, and we know that our body weight is maintaining at that 1,200 calorie range, we have to create that deficit. So we have to eat a lower amount. So roughly, they say about 500 calories per day is going to equate to 1 pound of weight loss a week. So if we use that rough estimate, if we take 500 calories off of that 1,200 that you're theoretically already eating, that is going to be 800 calories a day. That is not a lot. And that is not healthy either, because you have to remember the food that we eat is the amount of energy that we're taking in. It's the amount of nutrients we're taking in. It's a lot more than just, losing weight or not. We have to think about everything else. Hormone balance, digestion balance, and especially if you are just starting a diet and you have to begin at 800 calories, that's not going to be good. Your body's not going to respond very well at that amount. So then what do? At that point, that is when we have to work on boosting that metabolism and raising it back up. Because if your metabolism is at that 1,200 calorie range, and we can go through a reverse diet, or I call it a metabolic boost, and we can get that metabolism up to, let's say, 2,000 calories, that's gonna give us so much more room to drop calories down to create that calorie deficit. Let's use that same example. If we wanna start seeing that 1 pound of weight loss a week, then we can start at 1,500 calories. That's a heck of a lot better than starting your diet at 800. Now, how do you do that? Because I just said if we eat way over our metabolism, you gain weight. And when we go through the metabolic boosting phase, we of course don't want to add any more body fat, because then that's really negating the reason why we're doing it. Well, that is why we have to do that reverse dieting phase very meticulously, so we are getting that metabolism to raise up without adding any extra body fat. So instead of taking your calories and making a huge jump up, we are going to add just a little bit of calories every single week. So then that way, our metabolism adapts to it. And then we add a little bit more calories, our metabolism adapts to it. And it basically just keeps that process going until we hit that upper ceiling limit. Because eventually there is a range, there's a top to it. You can't just go through this reverse diet and then train your body to eat 4,000, 5,000 calories. For the average person, that's not possible. But we can at least raise it up until we find that top range. Once we're at that point, then we can successfully go through that dieting phase. And then at the same time, while we're going through that metabolic boosting phase, you can sit there and tweak your workout schedule, and you can also tweak the amount of cardio that you're doing to prepare you for that dieting phase in the future. If you are doing a lot of cardio in your off season or before you start your diet, if we want to create more of a calorie deficit, you're gonna have to do more cardio. So if you're already doing 45 minutes of cardio every single day and you want to start a diet and lose weight, then we're gonna have to increase your cardio to 50 minutes a day, maybe an hour a day. And again, if you are just starting your diet and you have to hop your cardio all the way up to an hour a day, it's not gonna be fun and it's not gonna be good and effective on your body. Now that we've talked about how our metabolism works with losing weight, let's talk about how it works with building muscle. So if you have that super low metabolism, you're not eating a lot of food, it's going to be tough for your body to put on muscle. If we can go back to that survival example, anytime that your body recognizes that it's not getting in a lot of food, it's going to start to do things to make survival easier. Lowering your metabolism is one of them. But a second thing that it will do is it will start to get rid of muscle mass. Because if you have more muscle mass on your body, it's gonna burn more calories versus if you just have body fat. And if it thinks that you are having troubles finding food, it wants to get rid of those things in your body that is burning and requiring more calories. So on the flip side of that, it's also not gonna want to add any more muscle mass to your frame because again, it's gonna burn more calories. And if you're already having troubles getting in enough calories, why would it add more tissue that's gonna burn more? So that's why it is very important to make sure that you are eating enough calories to have an effective muscle gaining stage. Now that doesn't mean that you need to eat way over your metabolism to build muscle. We want to make sure that we're eating at our highest metabolism rate. So then that way we are fueling our body and it's gonna want to build muscle, but we're not putting on any extra body fat. Now you still really want to look at how you are training because you could be eating plenty of food, but if you're not giving your body a reason to build muscle, it's not going to. Because we can even go back to that survival example again. The reason why our body puts on muscle is to survive. Because back in the caveman days, let's say we are building a shelter. So I am carrying wood, I'm pushing rocks, I'm doing a lot of manual work. If I'm having to do that every single day, my body is going to add more muscle to my frame, so I am prepared and I'm able to do that. Obviously, we don't have to do that now. We're not building our own houses, but we can at least still create that stimulus by training heavy. But that is going to sum up the metabolism and how we lose weight and build muscle. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put them down in the comment section below and I can respond back to you guys. I do have a couple spots open for training and nutrition coaching, so if you are interested in that, again, shoot me a DM. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. I always appreciate it and I will see you guys later. Bye.
Listen to me as I